Hello, dear Aries. You may not notice it right away, but the air that surrounds this moment carries a whisper that only your soul recognizes. It's as if every particle around you sparkles with the promise of a new dawn, ready to reveal secrets kept in time. Before we dive into these cosmic waves, take the opportunity to subscribe to our channel now, turn on notifications, like and share this special content with those people who are part of your path. And to further activate the cosmic energy that embraces your sign on this day, comment below from where you are watching us, because this simple gesture creates an invisible force that connects our destinies in surprising ways. In the discreet pulsation of spiritual currents, you can feel a breath of courage that warms your chest, calling your heart to awaken and illuminate your own steps. You can't always clearly see the thread that connects our dreams to reality, but there's a soft charm floating around that invites you to believe in every step. You Aries, who like action so much, will notice that there is an extra push from the universe, as if a night breeze whispered the word trust in your ear. However, it's not just about running aimlessly. There is a unique glow in the sky that calls for planning and focus, and when you close your eyes, like someone taking a deep breath, you can even notice a sweet aroma that appears suddenly, indicating that new opportunities can manifest themselves when you least expect it. Pay attention, because sometimes a simple familiar scent can guide you to the right decision. While the desire to win runs in your blood, there is an invitation to seek balance and strategy for each decision. Look, in the heat of your choices, for a way to harmonize reason and intuition, like someone who finds a soft melody that fits in any scenario. There is a celestial force illuminating you, reminding you that even with all the impulsive energy typical of your sign, you need to calibrate the rhythm. During today, notice if your hands perceive different textures when touching objects that have always been around you. This contrast of sensations can symbolize how much the universe wants to show you new facets of reality. In love and relationships, this same sensitive touch can serve as a reminder that physical closeness often reflects emotional depth. Amid simple gestures, there is enormous potential to strengthen bonds and ignite flames. It's also a good time to look at how you're balancing your thirst for adventure with your need for strategy. Perhaps there is a chance to review certain thoughtless attitudes, especially if you feel that your heart calls for moderation. As your passions roar like an eternal fire, remember that sometimes the most lasting flame is the one that burns steadily and in a controlled manner. Paying attention to the sounds around you, whether it's the repetitive song of a bird or the sound of synchronized footsteps on the street, can give you a subliminal message about how to work better as a team. This applies to love, family relationships, and also the connections that surround you professionally. After all, in today's cosmic game, every rhythmic beat of the universe is a subtle invitation to discover where you can align most deeply. Speaking of love and relationships, don't be surprised if you suddenly feel an urge to express feelings you've been holding back on. Maybe that long-awaited hug, that sweet word, or even an apology that you insisted on getting choked up will now find the perfect opportunity to come out. There is a pleasant warmth running through the day, as if small threads of light weave your destiny with that of other people who also seek understanding and care. And this isn't just limited to romantic love. Friends, family, and even colleagues can benefit from your gentlest touch. Remember, the more you give with an open heart, the greater your capacity to receive becomes. Work and creativity are also in focus. The feeling may be that something inside you asks to manifest itself in a more liberating way. If a desire to be bold arises, explore deeply. If you have a project in mind, this is the time to detail your ideas with method and structure, balancing the energy of "I want to do it now" with the prudence of "I will plan to make it work." Imagine the vibration of the day as a current of wind that passes through your mind, carrying away thoughts of self-sabotage and bringing lightness to create and innovate. Maybe hearing the sound of the keyboard while typing an idea or project is just the stimulus you are missing. That simple tick-tock of each key press can sound like a melody of blossoming opportunities. When it comes to finances, the universe whispers about the importance of remaining cautious. You, who sometimes act on impulse, may find yourself faced with tempting offers, but it's worth remembering that not everything that glitters is gold, and that, behind every desire to spend, there is a responsibility to take care of your future. If any aroma of coffee or herbal tea seems stronger than normal, know that it is a message to pay attention to the small details. That bank statement, that investment opportunity, an essential ingredient for thriving at this time, is discipline. Therefore, use your inner flame to nurture perseverance and cultivate reserves for the future. Health and well-being require gentle movements without exaggeration. If you have the chance, take short breaks during the day to stretch your body or breathe in the fresh air, feeling the breeze against your skin. The universe invites you to notice the touch of the sun on your face, when possible, as someone receiving an invisible blessing of comfort and vitality. Keep in mind that your body directly reflects the way you balance your emotions. So, cultivating positive thoughts and taking care of your body go hand in hand. In this process, take some time to listen to yourself. It may be that slight pressure in the shoulder area indicates that it is time to lighten the load of worries. Embrace silence from time to time, and you will reap benefits that transcend the present moment. Along this path, luck and intuition bring unusual opportunities. Pay attention to seemingly banal signs that appear in your daily life. There are times when a coin that falls to the floor, a piece of paper found in your pocket, or even the breeze that ruffles a curtain can serve as a reminder that you are not alone. Intuition, today, gains wings, and you may experience a sudden certainty about something that you were in doubt about. It's as if the universe, in complicity, brings elements of your destiny closer to guide you with affection. It's a fertile period for insights, so don't ignore that snap in the mind that appears like a bolt of clarity. Personal and professional relationships interact in a subtle way, almost like two currents of the same river that meet and flow together. You're likely to notice how emotions at home influence your attitude at work and vice versa. Instead of trying to compartmentalize each area of your life, try to integrate. If something is not right at home, your warrior heart can guide you to seek solutions to harmonize your energies and, consequently, radiate productivity in the professional environment. At these times, that spark that burns in your leadership spirit takes on softer contours, finding the right tone to negotiate, talk, and mediate. Your independence is a treasure that defines you, Aries, but today there's a reminder that strong partnerships can take you to even greater heights. Perhaps you receive an invitation to do a joint project or realize that it makes sense to join forces with someone who shares the same vision. This respite from individualism does not mean a loss of identity. Rather, it is the opportunity to expand your strengths by combining talents. The boldness typical of your sign combines with someone else's strategic vision, and the result can be brilliant. Leave space to listen to what the other person has to say. Sometimes an outside voice clears the fog we can't dispel on our own. Regarding planning and goals, remember the importance of looking not only at the horizon, but also at your own steps. If you look into the future and see something distant, break that journey into small milestones. For each goal achieved, celebrate internally. After all, your energy is so vibrant that it deserves to be channeled towards lasting achievements. A small ritual of writing down your goals in a notebook can be enriched by noticing the texture of the paper, feeling the firm contact of the pencil or pen, as if you were making a pact with destiny. This simple gesture carries transformative power, as it transfers your determination from the plane of ideas to the tangible world. On the path to spirituality and inner growth, it is vital to remember that the flame that drives you comes from a much greater, mysterious, and benevolent source. Imagine that each breath of air renews your cells and aligns you with the wisdom of the ages. At this moment, there is a vibration that invites you to meditate, pray, or simply contemplate the spectacle of the sky. These practices are like a balm for an agitated mind and can lead you to a state of serenity where answers emerge effortlessly. If you have the chance to smell the scent of flowers or the touch of a night breeze against your skin, feel it as a kind of invisible embrace from the universe, confirming that everything follows the exact flow. Now, speaking of challenges and obstacles, don't be alarmed if the day brings some tests. It may be that something in the professional field or a domestic situation requires more patience. However, this is no reason to be discouraged. Think of these setbacks as part of a roadmap that teaches you how to find creative solutions and mature. Arian strength, when combined with patience, turns walls into bridges and problems into steps. So if discomfort arises, try to overcome it with the calm that comes from your unshakable will to win. You don't always have to scream forward. Sometimes silence for a moment brings the missing light. Reevaluating priorities is another fundamental step. You may notice that a lot of energy has been invested in activities that don't bring as much satisfaction. It's normal along the way to discover that some old goals have lost their meaning. You can redesign routes and adapt objectives without losing the essence of your adventurous spirit. Sometimes all you need is a break. Only then do you see clearly what should remain and what can go. And in this process, don't ignore the power of your sixth sense. It tends to become even more acute when you free up space for something new to enter the scene. A mystical warning hangs in the air. Be aware of a common object that today may have a special meaning. That forgotten book on the shelf, an old photograph in the drawer, or even a simple pen can represent more than they seem. It's possible that when you touch this object or notice its presence, you feel something different, like a light tingling that runs through your fingers, or a sweet memory that warms your chest. This seemingly banal detail has the power to awaken visions about who you are and where you want to go. Take these hidden signs for granted, as the universe likes to speak through little things. Ask yourself, what sound or texture usually catches my attention the most throughout the day? Notice how this element can bring messages about your state of mind. This is the reflective question I leave for you, dear Aries. Try to understand yourself, as you will discover nuances of yourself that can boost your plans. If you feel like it makes sense, share this video with someone who needs courage. In this way, you multiply the light you receive and spread hope to those who may be wandering without direction. Stay strong, because your every step is a line in the great design of life. Today, you have the opportunity to show the world your leadership capabilities. Take a little more risk, but without losing your direction. Remember that the fire that burns within you is capable of illuminating even the darkest paths. However, do not underestimate the value of dialogue and cooperation. This flame gains even more intensity when it encounters other lights that want to shine in the same tune. If any doubt arises, take a deep breath and feel the pulse of your soul again. It is never wrong when it can be heard. At the conclusion of this day, know that you carry within you the strength of a volcano ready to blossom in a fertile land. Perhaps this sounds like a contradiction, but it is precisely from this contrast that the power of those who dominate their own destiny arises. If you haven't already done so, sign up now to always receive our cosmic messages and leave that thumbs up as proof of your connection with these energies. And why not click the bell so that the stars never lose their way on your horizons? Your vibrant spirit thanks you for every act of trust, and we are grateful to have you around on this journey. Take with you the certainty that the universe conspires in favor of those who dare to walk with their heads held high. Be grateful for every lesson you learn, for every smile, and even for your stumbles, as they also shape the contours of your story. See you tomorrow, dear Aries, and may your flame continue to illuminate all the paths you choose to follow.